Hi, I'm Mr. Casto at Milton Middle School, and you're watching West Virginia History in 2 minutes or less. Today we're going to talk about the National Road. Not much of it went through West Virginia, but it did go through Wheeling, which was our first capital. So here we go.
President Washington and Jefferson paved the way by seeing the importance of opening the West so our young nation could stay united by making a national road, which should be funded by the federal government. The first interstate would be a standardized road that started in Cumberland, Maryland, and would stretch to the Ohio River through Wheeling, West Virginia. The first stretch was fully finished in 1821 at an estimated cost of $1.7 million. They decided to use McAdams-style paving with the smallest stones on top and the largest on the bottom. Workers actually used the size of their mouth to determine their correct size, even though they were supposed to use a 1-inch metal ring. This standardized road would be 20 feet wide and be angled so that water would drain off into ditches on either side. Once this first phase of the National Road was complete, all sorts of goods began to travel both east and west along it. Everything from mail to Conestoga wagons full of people and animals, tobacco, coffee, and many other goods. As trade increased along this new route, new towns, stopovers, and many other things popped up. Thanks to this newly constructed road, the travel time from east to west was cut in half. Some of West Virginia's most iconic bridges were built during this time, including the Elm Grove Stone Arch Bridge and later the Wheeling Suspension Bridge. Completed in 1849, the Wheeling Suspension Bridge was 1,010 feet from tower to tower and was the largest of its kind in the world. That's 1 foot shy of 2 Washington monuments on their side. The National Road, with all of its travel as well as the increased population, helped Wheeling become the first capital of West Virginia, and later became an industrial powerhouse of the early 20th century. Although this road would lose its popularity when the railroad first came through, it was reinvigorated with Henry Ford's Model T. Although there were many potholes to avoid when building this road, it bridged the gap between east and west, and the rest is history.